Kate Hyop just responded through a YouTube video on the terror that people think she is held hostage. Do you want to know? Come, let's see. Welcome back to Trend Craze. Kate Hyop is a YouTuber who does mukbangs. Her identity is totally unknown. People think she's being held. Even though she claims to be alone, in another video, another voice was heard. The voice said things such as fast, hurry up, just eat, and I'm gonna kill you. Viewers concluded that she is being forced to eat food. Another video was uploaded in which a message said that meat is so delicious, soft and tender. It was noted that 3 random letters SOS were capitalized, which again led theories to a conclusion that she had been abducted, starved, and then forced to eat. However, this random capitalization may have been a coincidence, as Kate commonly capitalized random letters in her messages. And forced to film these videos because she always wears a blindfold with a hole for her nose, and she eats tremendous amounts of food in the fastest way possible. Kate Hyop has even lost teeth in one of her videos, which, mind you, is the last video she has posted at the moment. Despite the fact that she eats a lot, she still looks very skinny and almost sick. Also, people have noticed bruises on her mouth and arms. Some claim to have heard somebody else behind the camera telling her to eat and to do it fast, and they would kill her. She doesn't talk during her videos. Instead, she uses subtitles she writes, and these sentences usually have random capitalized letters. During her response to some of the assumptions of people who seem concerned about her situation, Kate replied using a video in YouTube that goes like, "Hey, I'm still alive, my friends. You can see my smile. Everything is okay for me. Look at me. You are really thinking I am forced to eat? Prawn just smaller to the giant shrimps and easier to eat because I removed the skin." People think that the first capital letter in every word advocates for help. Being aware that she never speaks in her videos, she always uses words. People think this symbolizes something, or is Kate Hyop asking for help to get away from the people who have kidnapped her. She sometimes shakes her hands and fingers and taps on her table violently, and people have speculated it's some kind of Morse code. There doesn't appear to be anything sinister about it other than the stunty hidden messages to drive engagement. Her first video is in April of 2018, her last is November 2019. Some people share their ideas according to their perspectives. One of them said, "I know that some people think the hidden messages are clues to the presence of a problem, but I actually think they are clues to the absence of one. No kidnapper or abuser on earth is going to be so thorough and idiosyncratic as to hold a woman hostage, make her eat a lot of expensive food on camera, go to the trouble of staging it out, and lighting it to make both it and her look good, do all of this for over a year without getting caught, and yet be so sloppy as to allow her to edit her own videos and insert calls for help without reading them. If someone not sympathetic to her were maintaining the channel, then after people noticed the help and all that, why wouldn't they delete that or edit it out? Holding someone hostage for over a year is a commitment in terms of effort and energy and operational security. Why work so hard to construct this elaborate illusion but allow such an obvious clue to stand?" This was another comment brought up by another person. Some YouTubers said she started out just doing normal ASMR videos for the views and money. Then people started coming up with theories based on very small things, like a bruise on her arm, or the fact that she's just acting kind of odd, and she saw an opportunity to get even more views by playing into it. Notice how much more normal she acted before people started coming with theories. I just also wanted to add that I've been watching her videos, and she always loves the comments of a person named Moxie Beast, who also has a lot of ASMR eating videos that don't show the eyes. The videos has similar editing to Kate Hyop, but the woman doesn't appear to be distressed. She hasn't posted in quite a few months though, and people in her comment section seems concerned. Given the age of the channel, I'm 100% certain someone has tried reporting it to YouTube already, probably multiple someones. If YouTube did conduct any investigation, and if the results of that investigation were that this channel isn't evidence of a crime, they wouldn't release that information publicly. The channel is a hoax. That's why there's no word of authorities investigating it. This was another view. Also, there is a comment that Kate Hyop pinned. It goes like, "It's not Morse code. That isn't even how Morse code works. It is a series of short and long pulses." Even thinking outside of the box by assuming she is using one finger for long pulses and one finger for short pulses, she taps 3 fingers on the bowl. It is just random tapping. There is no correlation between her tapping and Morse code. I couldn't identify a single letter. Every other claim aside from the bruise is just silly. Why would a captor let her edit the videos? That doesn't even make sense. And if Joe YouTuber could spot the SOS, so would they. If she knew enough to use SOS as a call for help, why on earth wouldn't she have tapped that on the bowl? It's only Morse code I have memorized. Also, the bowl moves, so what? Because her other hand is resting on it. It moves perfectly with the rest of the body. Finally, her lip does not look busted. It's either a cold sore, which could explain it showing up more than once, a bad blemish. The YouTuber Kate Hyop is assumed to be Carly Lane Gusay, who went missing in October 2018 at the age of 16 and not found up to date. Carly was never caught sight of anyone again. She disappeared without any evidence. Authorities published a report that said Carly Gusay was last recognized at a White Mountain Estate Road and Route 6 in Mono County, California. This week, the FBI launched a new campaign to revive interest in Carly's case. In 2 years since her disappearance, investigators have inspected her phone, which she left behind that morning, her social media, and talked to friends and family over and over. We've never experienced another case like this, Mono County Sheriff Ingrid Brown said in a statement. She has blue eyes and her hair is said to be a dark blonde color. There is a YouTube channel called Kate Hyop. It has videos of female eating much amount of food in a short time, and it should be her. Nobody knows what kind of female is in those Kate Hyop YouTube videos. If you would look at Carly's last photos from Facebook, she has 2 skinny silver color rings on both middle fingers. In Kate Hyop videos, the female also has the same 2 rings on middle fingers, and her face is similar to Carly's, although in the videos, you can't fully see her face. Claimed a person who researched on Carly Gusay missing report. In the absence of facts, speculation has filled the void. Thanks to the family's appearances on Dr. Phil, Dateline, and Nancy Grace's podcast Crime Stories, the story has gone national. We will not give up on Carly, FBI Special Agent in Charge Sean Reagan said Tuesday. People don't disappear into thin air. We are no closer to finding Carly, Brown said. Should this develop into a crime, we do not want our investigation to be jeopardized in any way. Therefore, we will not release any information about what investigative actions have taken place. In this case, the only thing we could do is never dismiss it. For all we know, it could be that Kate Hyop is just fine and this whole thing is just made up to gain more views. Perhaps she is only being creative and making money through her videos, but on the other side, we really don't know. What if everything we hear about Kate Hyop is true? Perhaps she has been kidnapped somewhere and she is forced to take the large amount of foods, and she is even harmed sometimes. The only thing that could be done is the authorities to go on with the investigation. Perhaps there will be more hints that may be useful and helpful, and if it's real, we could save the victim. If it was false, then there's really nothing to lose. Stay connected to our channel for more of new and interesting information. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment on where you think Kate Hyop is and what situation you think she is facing.